Welcome back for another exciting episode of the Chaosium House RuneQuest campaign, the Epic White Bull Adventures. I'm Jeff Richard, and I will be your game master tonight. Anyways, as always, let's just dive straight into this and do a little bit of a reminder of last session. You all had just defeated the Darkness Water Demon. What is that? What we were calling her? Darkness Water Demon. Right now, it's kind of impressive. Philip is having some sort of very strange laryngitis here.
He is talking underwater. He's talking
exactly.
Underwater.
He's underwater in the canals here.
I think it's the forked tongue.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully, yeah, throughout this, I think for tonight's session, Colbrest is going to be gargling.
You are gargling.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having some minor technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Getting back to regular.
And welcome
We're back
back
again. Let's see.
All right. Anyways, the Dark Water Woman has been defeated by a whole series of blows by Nisk and Garen, and I think everybody just basically pounded on her, didn't they?
Lots of powerful magics as well.
And a lot of rune points got used.
She picked a fight with the wrong group of adventurers.
Well, I mean, you guys were calling forth big magic from Orlanth and Humocht and Kala. Didn't you cast some Stormbolt stuff, or you didn't have to?
Did I? I don't think I did.
She was defending against the summon stuff on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't think I did that.
And the point is, the gods were pretty manifest here in the canal, and the Dark Water Woman, she was no match here. She might be, one of the granddaughters of Magasta, the Lord of the Deep, but that doesn't mean a whole lot to Orlanth and Humocht, does it? At the end of the day, yeah, granddaughter, god of the deep sea, whatever. And so she submitted to you all and offered you 2 boons. And that's where I'd like to start is traditionally in this sort of stuff, you don't get to keep your boons like some sort of, currency you keep in your pocket there. She wants to know what the 2 boons are.
I think we said the first boon we would like to have is for her to guide us safely and without harm to our companion Argrath.
Living.
Yeah, and living. That is the first boon we would like.
She says that this she can do. She can bring you to where he is.
Good.
But once you go to where he is, she cannot vouchsafe for your security or your lives.
Fair enough.
We are more than capable of vouchsafing our own lives, as she discovered.
Yes. All right. And she says, and what is the second boon that you wish? And she stares malevolently at Nisk and Garen, and I think Colbrest, you were also kind of a jerk to her, weren't you? You zotted her.
Cast the light wall right in her face, so she might not have like that.
No, exactly.
But I'm
she glares malevolently at you all.
Cool here. But speaking of
Sorry,
water,
I have to deal with a tooth which fell finally out.
Okay,
I'm
pause.
sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, wacky. We're already a while into this and teeth have been lost and such excitement and adventure. But let's just go on to this. So the dark woman of the waters, she says she will guide you to this place. And what she wants is your oath that that when she has done what you have asked, you will not harm her.
I think it's a bit rich to start asking for stuff when she's offered us. She promised us 2 boons in response for not killing her.
Well, we can.
So,
we're negotiating separately, but we will. In return for traveling, we will not. If she, we will not harm. We will not harm her unless she does something to betray us.
I'm a little bit offended.
You know, if we are attacked by something else, we will help. You know, defend our group.
I'm a little bit.
We are not. We are not out to betray you. You can.
She just looks at you. She just looks at you with those bleak and black eyes of hers. She has no pupils or anything. It's just black. If you'd like.
The darkness. All right. I succeed barely. So I sound honorable to some extent. The second boon we wish is a boon that you threaten to drag us under and drown us. And what we ask from you is the ability, a power, a spell, a way to show us so that we can breathe when we go underwater. So
she is she says hateful air gods, this can be done. For this, she shall be free of any of any binding to you once she has brought you to where your friend is. Is this understood? She will owe no debt. There will be no binding. She will have no restrictions upon her.
Any concerns?
Well, it would be good if she kept on not trying to kill us after she led us to Argra.
Yeah, I think we should say that we will agree to that so long as you will never raise your hand or magics against us in anger again.
That would be a separate boon.
She's trying to be clever there for a moment.
Yes, because she fully intends to stab us in the back.
Well,
I mean, if only our Humak was actually someone who could cast Oath.
But that goes both ways. So we can just get rid of her once we are there, obviously. After a certain
I think Garen would kind of...
I would, I mean, you have to wait until I was well away. I'd like to point out to her that we defeated her and that ensuring there will be peace between us is as valuable to her as it would be to us. And that in securing our promise, there will be no lien upon you, there will be no bond. You will not be, constrained by us in any way. For us to offer you peace is for us to offer you a great boon in return. For we are the emissaries of the White Bull, and we have slain gods. No, we have wounded gods, and we have slain Brew, and we have brought cities under our heel, and we have reduced you to the status of owing us boons in order to secure your life, and now you would turn on us and claim that you are offering us something by securing our peace. This is not right, and it is not honourable for you to speak to us so.
She looks at you again with those dead black eyes, Garen, and says, I follow you. You have defeated me, and I have offered you the ransom of 2 boons, which you have accepted. I will provide you the second boon, and it is a great boon. And once I have I have fulfilled the other boon, there shall be no ties between us.
Okay, we'll
We
need
have
some.
it such.
We'll
I
need
think
some
we're
sort
happy.
of
We're happy
signal.
not to have ties.
We'll
Does
need
that
to have
mean-
some sort of signal to know when the boon is fulfilled.
Mhm.
So so that we can then all eye each other again, and she sort of can decide if she wants to do something after all and try again to kill us, which would be really stupid. But
Oh,
you
we'll
never
also
know.
have Argrath with us and stuff. I think there'll be a bit of a
Well, I
challenge.
wouldn't be too sure about that yet, but
Well, maybe not.
I'm not exactly sure.
Killing
that
us
she'll
isn't
just
her
be sitting
nature.
there.
Killing us is in her nature. So we cannot go against her nature.
But we can try to at least.
You do not scare me. I am Orlanth, and I wield the weapon Huma. But I am happy for you to leave and for us never to meet again. I will not. If you leave, having given us our boons and got us safely to where we need to go, we will not hunt you down again. Our goal was never to come here to these dark waters and face you. Our goal was merely to pass through to rescue a companion. And I swear to you, that is what we will do. If you choose another path, violence is always an option. But I will say that there is a way here where we do not have to fight anymore. And I think that is all of our preference. We are not scared. I think you're clear of that. So get us to where we need to go, show us what we have to learn, what we're going to learn, and we will part. And you may curse my name later, but it will be that it will be knowing that we have followed these boons honorably, as is our way.
She again, she looks at you with the dead black eyes, and her only comment is the air gods always did speak too much. But that's it. And all right, so here's how this works. You guys have a couple of hero quest abilities.
Yep.
You gain a new one. This one you have to use you can use either your rune points or your hero points for it. But it is the spell Breathe Air. Now, the only downside on this one, and it's mainly to Gina,
Mm-hmm.
the rune that this is connected to is, what do you think?
Darkness? You mean the air rune? No.
Air rune.
No.
You have to succeed
No.
on the air rune
For
to
me,
make
it's
it work.
the darkness.
No, it's not. How bad is your air rune?
I've got 60 now. I can live with that.
Yeah, 71, I'm good.
I have nothing on my air rune.
So it's kind of at 0, or it may be something you want to maybe work a little bit with your Lantheon.
I can teach you breathing exercises. I'm really good at it.
Do some yoga, Gina. Some good,
Stop it! Stop it!
some Orlanthi yoga.
Running up and down
Stop
mountains is really good for your cardio. It gets the air flowing. You do
I-
long days,
I
but you
prefer
can
to
fly.
massage corpses.
And smoking Hasia really gets those winds flowing.
No!
In perfect patterns and in wonderful
Well-
colors even.
If you
All
take
of
enough
you guys
Chaosium,
are gonna gain access to the rune spell. This is because this is occurring on the hero plane. You defeated a water goddess. She may not be a very powerful water goddess, but nonetheless, she is able to grant you access
That's 3
to
gods
the
then.
breathe. Yep. Yep. 3.
3 gods now.
But you didn't kill.
Chaos, moon, darkness. Yep.
I am getting, when I
but
get
it is
back
linked.
to Pavis, I'm getting a tattoo of each god's name.
Actually, I do.
No, you're not.
I will
There's
do it
certain
over my
God you don't want their
stasis
name
rune,
on your
Jeff.
tattoo.
You want Ragnaglar on your arm?
No,
With a
but you could
cross
have a
through it.
tattoo of you stomping.
Yeah.
on,
that
there's
would be better.
Ragnaglar, and under Ragnaglar is Jariel, and under Jariel is the Dark Water Woman,
you have space.
and under her will be the Unicorn God, and then the
dragon.
Pokeball God, and
That's-
and
There's a
Mr.
lot of
Raccoon.
time and a lot of gods to kill.
And the
Exactly.
Tooth
I'm
Fairy.
looking forward to that. And the Tooth Fairy. They don't have to all be big gods, do they?
No,
It
no,
just
still
matters
gods.
you're beating up on divine manifestations.
They
of
all
divine.
count.
But,
Yeah.
Jeff, I will not do it on the air rune. I will do it on the stasis rune.
No, it's an air rune thing. I'm sorry.
I can hold my breath. Stasis.
It's air, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Then
You got to get better. You got to stop being so goth chick, hanging around smoking your clove cigarettes, and
I'm not
Oh.
smoking at all. I'm only hanging
well, maybe
around
that's the problem.
people. It's
Maybe all
something very
these-
different. And they
You
do not
lighten up a
breathe.
little
The
bit,
point is,
Halsey, I really-
actually, sorry, Jeff, I have to do it on my death rune because that's actually, I learn how to not breathe.
How to not die.
The problem is you're
Exactly.
participating in a hero quest boon from a bunch of air gods beating up a
I
water-
helped as well. Why do they claim all the honor or whatever, these boons or so on? I mean, I also helped.
because this is an elemental thing. It's air defeats water.
Yes, and death defeats everybody.
Not in this case here.
Everything
Poor
has
Gi-
to die.
Thank you, Nick Cave.
So to totally change the subject.
I think I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. But even more, how is the boat doing?
It's not in great shape. If you remember, it almost got sunk by all
Yeah.
this. It's not doing very well. But at least these globby gelatin amoeba protoplasm things are no longer causing trouble there. There's all this like weird gelatinous flesh floating around on the top of the the surface of the water, but it there's a fair amount of water inside your reed boat.
Well, yeah, I mean that we can get out. That's no
Yeah.
problem. But the boat
Yeah.
itself, it still swims more.
It still functions. It
Yeah,
still
floats.
functions.
So-
yes.
For a little while, I guess we've got a couple. That probably took 15 minutes, I would sure. That's the length. So you'll find that the elementals have deposited Garen back on the boat, but Niska will continue to fly beside the boat as opposed to get on it.
You're not
Okay.
trusting the boat?
And Colbert will put
More
back
weight.
on his
Think of it's
armor
better without me.
because falling out of the boat is now no problem anymore with the breathing spell.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to walking around on the ground of the
Or
ground.
Gina,
I
you've
might
got this
find
cool
some gold
hero
or
quest
something.
ability and no ability to cast it yet.
Can we cast it on
Don't
Gina?
talk about it.
It'll last 15 minutes, Philip. Though. Don't forget that, right? The spell.
Yeah, no, I'm not just going to cast it now, but can we cast it on someone else?
Yes.
Can my
Yeah.
little spirit spider thingy cast glue on the boat if there's holes and glue
Yes.
it back together?
But remember, the glue only lasts for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a
Oh,
problem.
we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I've
How
said
bad?
far
I will
worse than this.
I will cast repair.
Even better.
My
Oh, that,
one of my,
yes.
my first spell I took
Yeah.
to help repair. I'll spend about 3 points to repair the boat a bit.
I think that's enough to get the boat in perfectly good working shape. Perfectly good working shape. And now the dark water woman, or the woman of the dark waters, is heading back. You guys have been heading west. She turns around and heads east.
Okay.
And of course, I guess you guys turn your boat around, or you just turn yourself around in the boat.
Probably the latter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Has everybody, by the way, written down breathe water? It's exactly as described in the Red Book of Magic. It just works off your air rune, and you can use it for either your rune points or your hero points.
Any rune points or the air rune
Your
points?
air rune, your
Okay.
Orlanth rune points, not your Sun Dragon, your Orlanth.
Okay. And yeah.
So it would be on my storm bowl.
Storm Ball.
Yeah.
And Gina,
Yep.
it's off your hero points, and if you really want to try to figure out how to, I mean, Tychorotech, this is kind of a bummer about it. Tychorotech's not really a breather one way or another.
No, that's the reason why I actually do not have to. I do not need that spell. I should be able to go underwater anyways because of the.
All you have to do is become a corpse, and it works perfectly well.
Yes, see. And then I reanimate myself.
That's
So
the
that we have
tricky
an
part.
There should be like the.
You can't look at Garen there. He's above you. He's like not going to be really keen on that reanimating stuff. Once you become a corpse, it's probably.
I'm
past
not
the line.
reanimating him. I'm reanimating.
You know
me.
there is a line, Gina.
Ah, Garen,
that
you
line. I mean,
it's
are.
something
The thing
you
is, I'm serving the dead. You are already dead.
That line is semi-permeable, like really.
And
Carl,
so
there
if
is
something
Much
goes wrong,
about you I admire, but your understanding of death is not one of them.
so
That line is fixed and immutable. One may cross it, but one may not cross back.
well, we
How do
did-
you then
we did
explain the
both,
spirits and the
Garen.
ghosts?
I
Garen.
crossed that line. You said
don't
I was
cross
dead,
back.
and here I am. I mean, come
They
on.
are
Yes.
blasphemers,
No, the ghosts.
and they
don't
have not
cross back.
properly, truly crossed back. There is
They are
a shadow, a memory of them that
Yeah.
one can contact,
But
that is not, that is not true undead. That is not true
Garen,
undead.
you
That's
followed us into the underworld. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
was
told
who
me.
act. The
You
gods
told
do
me
not.
I was dead, and now I'm not dead. How does that work?
You
You're
know,
not-
one might
you are a hero quest.
suggest.
You know how hero
One might
quests work.
suggest. A
Well, you
little bit
said
of a
so.
GM thought in the back of Colbrass' head.
Yeah.
One might think that perhaps having these sorts of philosophical conversations with a fanatical killer devoted to an obsessive distinction between death and life might not be the best bar
I'm
conversation.
not just winding him up a bit. I mean, come on. So anyway,
Why?
if
Why? This is
everything-
actually perfect.
Gina-
We can push him over the bar.
Yeah.
So let's
I
focus
can
on
breathe
where we're trying to
underwater
get
now.
to.
Something goes
I
But
don't
wrong.
wanna
only for
go there
15 minutes.
I don't want to go there
Fair point.
anytime soon. And I'm worried about this thing. Like Garen, watch her.
She's swimming ahead while you
this
guys
is
are
all been
arguing about
conducted.
death and life
Keep
and the
paddling.
distinction
Ga-
between
This
the
has
two.
all been conducted with Garen
Garen,
basically
you're
half shouting
pulling-
over his shoulder to a
Aaron, you need
Well, you're
to
at the
hold
back,
boat.
right?
boat
You're,
a
you're,
boat
the,
full
you're
of blasphemers.
no,
You
you'd be
need to
shouting
pull
in
the
front
boat
because
now.
you're in the back. You're pulling.
Row, row.
Oh, I thought I was at
row
the front
the
watching it.
boat.
No, you're
No,
pulling.
you got to
Gently
pull
down the
actually. So
stream.
Colbrass is
Okay.
watching with the spear, I guess.
Merrily, merrily,
Yeah, so
merrily,
I've got the
merrily.
oar.
Life is but a
Knocking
dream.
over.
All right. She heads down, leads you to the east, or sorry, to the west, and
You said east. She
then
heads east.
takes a.
East.
I was looking at the map wrong. She heads to the west. You had been going east. As an aside, anybody who has the Big Rubble book, there is a map of the Puzzle Canal in the Big Rubble book, and it has one thing that we no longer do at Chaosium. At Chaosium, we try to make sure that all of our maps point north to avoid Jeff getting confused by what direction the map actually points. So it's a pre-us map. Anyways, you head west and then take a right. And I would like Gina to roll dice.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, what shall I roll? Or what
Oh, a
importance
percentile
does-
dice.
Oh, okay. A 36.
Would you roll a, let me get my number here.
We have to your encounter chart.
I have one of my horrible encounter charts.
This is something Jeff spends hours and evenings and days on to put these encounter charts together.
I love random encounters. All right, would you please roll a d20?
Yeah, maybe we meet the same water demon again, and then there's two.
Sorry,
of them.
d100, a d100.
And we have a paradox.
100. A 40. It's not the swimming rubber runner.
No, it is not. It is not. In the water, there are a number of, in this area, there are a number of water lizards. And this is kind of a sea reptile, carnivorous sea reptile, quite big, about the size of really about the size of an American alligator, except they're lizards. And there's 6 or 7 of them up ahead. And the dark water woman just kind of swims by them. They pay no attention to her. But they're still, you basically have this group of a half dozen alligator-sized carnivorous water lizards. So what do you guys plan to do?
Strike a pose and just go past.
Got our spears ready to throw, javelins or whatever, and sword.
Yeah, swords at the ready.
You may be a good point to get ready for a light wall or a dark wall or something. That might scare them off if they choose to move forwards.
Well, they're now, you guys row towards them or pull towards them, and a whole group of them start swarming up towards you all. And they're swarming up. There's there's a half dozen of them, and they're just kind of, the water boils and they swarm up towards your boat. So with that, I would like to have you guys figure out your statement of intent, and we'll start going by initiative. So Nisk, what do you plan to do?
Both me and my allied spirit are going to do the same thing, and I'm actually going to have my sword blade sharp it while we both cast Demoralize at 2 different ones to try and get them back off.
Okay, Garen.
I am going to kind of be trying to keep up a movement through the water, so we don't get too bogged down, while having my sword drawn and kind of fending off anything who get any of the creatures who gets too close to the pole, basically.
So you're gonna try to parry any that attack you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cobras?
I will cast Fireblade on my sword.
Okay.
That's good for
That's a great
demoralizing
spell.
things.
Just
Gina?
to, you know.
And you're muted.
Yeah, I know because our daughter is decorating something. I was thinking, yeah, I mean, something like Command Swine will not help here.
Not really. You have commands, and they're not really snakes either.
Would a little bit, I mean, I brought a handful of dirt. I could make a mini earth elemental, but that also will not really help, will it?
Don't
A
you have
mini
demoralized, don't you?
I
Claudia? Is it
don't
spirit magic?
know. The point is that Jeff never wrote these things down for me.
You have
You've got to
spirit
get you
magic
trained
written
in it.
down.
The spirit magic you wrote down for me was heal, detect magic, extinguish, and second sight.
Nice.
Very good, Lara.
Excellent work.
Yep.
Wow.
This is what she puts the little sheeps on, which were.
Ah.
So none of
that was
them
the
sound
sheep.
like, maybe you would want to learn at some point demoralize. And it's
Why?
fortunate that you, maybe.
I will shout at
opposed-
them, when you die, I will not prepare your corpses.
Okay. And in Kala?
Yeah, I will be attacking with my axe, but my fetch will be casting Demoralize.
Actually, I have an idea, because I'm pretty sure usually there's not a lot of noise here, isn't there?
Not tremendously.
But they have ears.
I don't know. They're lizards.
Lizards are not all deaf, no.
The point is that my idea was maybe they're very noise sensitive.
Tell me what you're going to do.
Make a battle song. A
Okay,
loud one.
you're gonna sing loudly at the
And here in the
lizards.
puzzle canal, I'm pretty sure with the walls, echo,
And you're
so
gonna
on,
hope that the acoustics in the puzzle canal
scare
make it
them
really
away.
irritating. All right, let's
Then
just
the sound waves go on the water and waves them away.
let's see how this all goes, but I'll let you roll on your sing.
At least it could help the others.
It could. It could. All right, let's do all the demoralizers first.
Spells succeed.
Okay, their power is a mighty 7.
Okay, I roll a 5 on the first one. That
Spell
will
succeeds.
definitely-
0-5.
Yeah.
Ow, it's demoralized. It runs away.
And the other one, let me get him open, but I'm pretty sure with a POW of 7, I'm pretty sure I succeed. It's almost hard, impossible not to for him. His POW is like 21.
Then it's overcome.
Okay, so 2 of them are demoralized and will not attack.
Okay, and Kala, how goes your demoralize?
The spell goes, and I don't know if you usually cast a D20 or a D100 for the overcome, because
Just
Whatever
percentage again.
works.
yeah, I rolled a
Percentage works.
D100 and I got a 16, so it's a good one.
Yes, you overcame it.
Yeah.
You have above a 7,
Yeah.
significantly above a 7 power.
Yep.
Was your fetch casting it as well?
No, that was the fetch. I'm
That was the
attacking with the axe. Yeah.
Okay, what strike rank do you attack the axe at?
Let's see. I think it's a strike rank. Let's see.
About a 6.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Yes.
Okay,
Makes sense.
Cobra, see if your spell is cast.
3. Yeah.
0-3?
Yeah.
Jesus, people.
I mean, if I roll a 99 afterwards, that won't have counted for much. But at least my sword is bursting.
Your
into
sword
flame.
goes boom, and it's firing. It's awesome. This is so cool. All right, strike rank 6. A bunch of them this round are going to try to swarm on the boat. 3 of them have already been demoralized. That means there's only 3 able to do anything. So I'm going to have them go while in Kala, you do your stuff. It all happens simultaneously.
Yeah. I do manage my my attack roll, but I will have to do the damage in the slack because let's see. I don't really have my dice here. I'm using online stuff right now. Roll 2.
Colbrast, you can also attack if you like, but it'll just be later in the round.
Okay. How much later?
End of the round.
Normal
basically.
strike rank is 3. Is that
Yeah.
possible? Yeah.
Well, it's strength plus dex plus weapon, right? Is your strike rank.
Oh no, then it's 5.
Yeah, so you're still fast.
I'll get it.
No worries.
In the
But
future.
your spell basically goes off on dex strike rank, which is what, 1
That's
or
1.
2
Yeah.
plus the point. Yeah, so basically you're going to go around to 10.
Okay.
So it'd be
Seems
faster than if I did it. 'cause you're
seems I
faster than me.
do. Seems I did 14 damage in strike hit location 6. On one of them.
Wow, that sucks. You chop off the left hind leg of poor water lizard, whatever. But that water lizard is now missing a leg. It's filled with sadness. 2 of the water lizards chomp up and go ah, but miss. But one water lizard that goes ah, and that's the sound they make. It's a horrible sound. There's 5 of you, right?
Mhm.
Nisk.
All right, he's leaping out of the water then, because I'm flying, remember? But that's all right. I'm not that high
No,
up.
actually, it's not Nisk. I'm going to roll a D4. That's stupid. Gina.
Of course.
they attacked you. They hate
It's
your
fine.
song.
Can I now finally sing? By the way, the point is I'm singing in Earth tongue because lizards actually belong on the ground and on the earth. So it's totally wrong to have them here. So
Are
I
you-
remind them actually where they belong to with my
They
song.
hate Michael Jackson though, so that's going to be a
Yes,
problem.
they do the moonwalk.
Maybe
No.
that's all.
So Gina, first question is, I'm going to let you roll immediately after.
Sorry?
Immediately after. But first, are you able to dodge or anything like that?
Yes, of course. I have things. I mean, it's not that I have grapple. I have dagger.
Dodge is the top left, Claudia, of the sheet.
Yes, I have.
Third one down.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Under
I do not
agility.
find dodge.
Top left
Under
corner.
agility. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dodge is dex times 5, and I know that I have it. Is it
Dex times 2.
Dex times 2. I know that I have a check, but we never had the time to roll these things, Jeff. Whatever. Dex times 2 means a 32 chance, plus my modifier means a 42 chance.
Okay.
And I rolled an 01.
That's good because these things do.
Yes.
These things actually
Screw you.
do.
Not me.
They
Not on a
actually do
boat.
a fair amount of damage, and you dodge out of the way. That is awesome.
Actually, I dance out of the way
Yeah.
with a
All right.
pirouette.
So with that, I'm gonna let Colbrast make his swing, and I'm gonna let Gina then do her song, and that'll end the round. Colbrast, go ahead and swing.
Yep, that's a normal success.
All right. They're not really able to dodge. They're biting at you guys.
That's 4, 7, 8, 10 damage.
To where?
2, 6.
Ouch, it says. Ouch. All right, let's go. Well, as much as a lizard
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
I mean, it's not as cool as alligator Loki, but it still goes, ah!
There's a big pile of
Yes.
steam coming out of the water, obviously.
And Gina's song?
So what I would like is Gina's song.
Yes, in Earth tongue. So on Earth tongue, I have a 55, and my singing is a 90. So what shall I roll?
Roll your percentile dice.
It's 35, so Everything is a success.
All right, so you sing your Earth song. The water lizards did not expect this.
I remind them on that they should actually walk on the ground, on real dirt. And how
They-
good it feels, feeling the mud between their front legs and their back legs and whatever.
they
Their tail
flake.
digging into the dirt, sniffing the fresh ground, eating bugs or whatever lizards eat.
Is this really your lyrics?
Yes.
Eating bugs on the
Eating
fresh
lizard
ground. I'm sure it sounds awesome. It sounds way better than my version.
Wish I had.
Especially after my dodge, which totally put me into the right mood for the song.
Lilia did. So what I would do that let you guys know is they're fleeing. They're running away at this, or more precisely, they're swimming away. So they swim away, and the dark water woman, she just kind of turns around and looks at you and says, "Are you still coming?"
Yes, obviously. Lead on.
So she continues to move forward, and then takes a right, a sharp right, and heads through the canal further. So you now, what?
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, do we, so obviously we said, lead us as safely as possible. And the first turn we've taken has led us into a nest of large carnivorous lizards.
Yeah,
Really
think about how
dangerous
unsafe
place.
the other ways would be.
Well,
It may be safe for her.
that is a legitimate perspective, but the alternative could be we can't trust it. Can I make some kind of psychology test to see? Because clearly,
Make
she's clearly not
insight.
vulnerable to fire.
Make insight.
Okay, I doubt I'm not very good at this, so the chances are low, but I will try anyway. Is that under perception? Oh, I have nothing in that. No. So I've got a 10% chance. So.
Can't read people at all.
Are they honorable? Are they dishonorable?
It's an 87 on a 10%.
You know what, Garen? Garen, you don't think that she subscribes to the code of the warrior?
No, I think I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have no idea whether she can be trusted or not, and I feel it would be dishonourable to impugn her reputation by mentioning this to anybody else. So I just stay stum and keep polling both forward.
But I say to the group that maybe we shouldn't be saying that this was such a bad hassle, because we should really just pretend this was just a brush off
Exactly.
to keep her.
It was a brush off.
It
Come
was
on.
just a
Yeah,
brush
it was,
off.
but like we should really just downplay it even more. Like, stupid mosquitoes. Psht.
No. I think what I've heard from this canal, this was just nothing. So I think up to now she's okay.
Right. You all head further down the canal, and then there's a sharp left turn, and then another sharp right turn. She heads down, having made the right turn.
Hold up.
And then
Is anyone writing this down? For
Gina's
the
marking the
Richard?
locations, I hope.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah,
But maybe
sorry.
not.
keep
I'm
going.
I still make my little signs on the
Yeah.
wall.
and you
Sorry.
get to this junction where the canal continues, the main canal continues to head straight ahead, but there's a small side canal, and she points at that small size side canal and says, "Your friend is through that passageway. I will not go further."
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Why?
Yes, I can't see him here.
Says she
Can you
says
cast your spirits? Is there
she
anything?
says it is
Yeah.
dark within. It is not her problem that you cannot see within the darkness.
No. We said lead us to
That
our
is- that-
friend. He is not here, so you haven't led us to him, obviously.
Actually, she will accept that as you hammering the terms in. And she leads you about 20 meters towards a chamber. And at the edge, basically the canal reaches an end where there is and let me get a good description of this. There's basically a submerged stone barrier at the end of the canal, and past that submerged stone barrier is a chamber. And you can that the chamber, you guys, I don't know what your light source is, but this is one of these caverns that have been roofed over. So it's basically it's a chamber. There's a roof over it. You can see that there is a watery area within, but you can't make out good details. She says, I will bring you to the barrier. I cannot pass it. I have brought you. When you pass that barrier, you have gotten to where your companion is.
Okay. And what is this place?
She says that this is, let me give you the name that she would give this cavern as. She says this is the Cavern of the Serpent. And your companion is within.
Can I feel out with my darkness rune if this is a natural darkness or a chaotic darkness or whatever?
Roll
kind of
against your
darkness?
darkness.
Yes, a 15 and I have a
Ooh.
41.
It's the sort of darkness you would expect of, it is it's an area that, a pretty big area. It's like, let's look at this. It's about 20 meters, probably 20 meters in diameter. And it's got a stone roof over it and no internal light. And the only light that it has comes from a number of entries. So there's a little bit of light within. But it appears to be natural darkness, what you would expect.
Yeah. Okay.
Any of you guys ever heard of this place before? People who've known to roam around the rubble and Pavis before?
I can make a Pavis lore roll if you like. I'm not very good at it. Jeff, do you want that or?
Go for it.
That is a 34, which is a success, but barely.
Well, you know that the puzzle canal was supposed to have been made by a priest of the Empire of the Worm's Friends, a
We knew that
demigod
already.
priest.
And
the
it had like a
cavern,
water dragon, right?
yes, and the Cavern of the Serpent. You've also heard it as the Cavern of the Sea Dragon,
Yeah.
the Grotto of the Water Dragon, etc.
Makes sense. Can I roll on my Empire of the Worm's Friends lore?
Yeah, what are you trying to figure out?
Well, if there is a real dragon in here, obviously, or something, akin to it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that a high possibility, but you never know. Nope.
Okay. I don't know, maybe.
And this is above the water or
Right.
submerged?
So basically what there is the canal heads forward to where this chamber begins. And there's a barrier in the stone barrier that's just slightly submerged. And let me just kind of let me describe this here.
You can share if you want, by the way. I don't know if you have a way of something you
No, I don't want to share. Unfortunately, I don't want to share this because I'm being totally PDF. I have the exciting, amazing, classic Pavis Big Rubble book open on my PDF because I packed my actual physical copies.
Yeah, I have it too. It's on this monitor right here. I've been following it as
You bastard.
I do not. Because my box set is home back in the US. Back in the US.
All right. So the stone barrier is only a few centimeters underneath the water. And what you would have to do is it's possible to kind of pull the boat over the stone barrier because it's just a reed raft. But it makes it hard. It requires a little bit of a pause. You can't just row it over. You guys have to kind of.
We have to all get out. You have to lift it over.
And the chamber is sort of do just the canal walls go up more and there's a roof?
No, there's these domes. They built these walled domes, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Think of it a whole pile of connections with a big chamber, and over top of that is from the outside. This would be a mound, think of a burial mound or something.
Oh, okay.
So let me
top.
share. Can I share screen for a moment?
Yeah, oh yeah, you're all set to do that.
It's kind of like this. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So there's these submerged stone barriers, and you can see there's this water-filled cavern, and it's about. This one is bigger than this one. The one that's being shown here is looks like it's only like 10 to 15 meters in diameter. The one that you're about to enter is about, from what you can see from the light coming on the other side, you think it's about 20 meters in diameter. It's dark in here. It's a cavern. And the dark water woman seems to suggest that she says she cannot pass the stone barrier.
Okay.
Is there some kind of magical protection or trap here that keeps her out?
Yeah, I have detect magic. I could actually use that.
Yeah.
I'd take the chat. I'd see if there's big ass spirits around here, like Argrath. You see that?
I can see spirits. So if
there are spirits within,
but I do my detect magic.
Please do.
Power times 5 or?
Yes.
Ooh, let's see. I have a power of 15. That would be 75, right?
Yes.
No, I didn't succeed. I rolled an 88.
You could just roll again, though. You're not in combat. You don't lose anything.
Okay. 78.
Magic is being.
Now I had a 10. How many
There's
magic
a lot
points
of
do
magic
I lose?
within this chamber.
Okay, there's a lot of magic within this chamber. And I have a terrible headache now.
Yeah, because you kept failing your spell.
So about the demon water woman, I would suggest we release her from her boons when we've actually crossed the stone barrier, because then she can't attack us anymore.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll cross over
if she told us the truth. I mean, you never know. She might have lied, but
the spirits here, do they make sense for being in like a dragon's lair or something? Like, do I see anything from a distance that would be make sense?
There are at this point, the only information I'm going to give you is there are spirits within.
Okay.
So what you guys going to do?
I think we go in.
We carry the boat across the barrier, and then.
And before we start sailing in the middle, I would then ask if Colbras can cast light so that we've got a better visibility. At least for a while. We can light a torch.
Yeah.
You're gonna cast a torch, light a torch, you're gonna cast light.
I would say, torches are fine for the moment.
Okay.
Light is good when you're in a fight because you can't really
I-
hold a torch and fight properly
get
at
you.
the same time.
Okay, what I would like to do is I would like to refresh my beer, and then we're gonna go into see what happens here, okay?
Sounds
So
good. I'll
quick pause.
We're on.
All right, you all cross over the barrier, and the water begins to froth and bubble within the chamber. And the water is bubbling, and then there is the head of a dragon.
What it said on the box.
Keeps itself up above the water. The dragon raises itself in the within the water, and wrapped. The dragon is this long serpentine creature, and it has wrapped itself around a figure, Argrath. And the dragon starts hissing at you in a language that some of you understand, Old Wormish.
At last.
Would you roll against your Old Wormish ability? You can augment however you might want.
Yeah, I'll augment this again with the air rune.
I'll
So slightly changing the tone so that it fits the parts I can't pronounce with my normal tongue. It's a problem.
I rolled a 9. I have 19.
Wow, you understand, Akala.
Yeah.
How about you, Colbrast?
Yeah, just a second. So air rune is okay. So that's plus how much? 20?
20.
So that's where am I? 14, 24, 44. No, 68.
I will
Okay.
try and also do a similar thing. I will try and augment. What can I augment with?
By the way, Colbrast, the acoustics in this room are terrible.
Oh yeah, it's horrible. I mean, I never managed to really speak Old Wormish when it counts. So.
Well, you did super well last time, so I wouldn't say that.
But that was the first time in
There's no.
since we've learned it.
Yeah, I guess I will try and do my air rune as well. And a 69 is success, and I do not succeed. Close, but not quite.
So the only one who understood this was Nkala.
No, I did as well. I augmented
Gary?
my loyalty to Argrath and then got a 19 against 16.
It says for you, it says that for you to leave this place, you are but entanglements. You are but obstacles that prevent liberation. You are but ties. You are mundane weights. Leave this place.
But only with Argrass.
Yeah, I repeat what the dragon says so that you can come up with some good ideas and some of us can talk back.
So
By the way, this would be the great time to have our dragon head.
would it?
Maybe not.
So, by the way, we already have a head for one of your friends. So, we're cool.
Well, it depends what you want to do or not, right?
Yeah.
And
Intimidate
say that,
or
but the answer is that we have come for the reasons, we have come for the importance of Argrass to us. We have come because Argrath has forgotten his duty. He has forgotten his duty to his god, Orlanth. He has forgotten his duty to his people. If he is Argrath Rex, I ask him to come and speak for himself and him to say that he wishes to stay. For I'm his loyal minion and I will not leave him.
These duties that you speak of, wait, can you understand Old Wormish?
I can't. I could cast Glamour and that would let me re-roll probably.
Okay,
Is
try
that
and
fair?
cast it. Yeah.
Okay.
I know a
Spell
lot of
succeeds. Yes, that would succeed then. I've got another plus 20. Gives me a 65. I rolled a 59.
Cobrest, I'm going to give you another chance to understand Old Wormish. I'm not going to make you Garen and call that roll again. Gina, do you understand Old Wormish at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, this time I just made it.
All right.
I'll augment this time with my loyalty to White Bull.
As I said, you don't have to re-roll.
You don't
Okay.
re-roll.
Okay.
I'm just trying to increase the number of people that understand the dialogue so that we don't have to have translators.
Yeah. This was
The dragon says that these duties, these responsibilities, they are thrones of dirt and crowns of thorns. They are ties to the mundane world. Let me this one could follow in the path of Lord Labrigon and leave.
who?
He's the guy who built the labyrinth.
Oh,
This one, these duties and ties that you speak of, they are spiritual flaws. They are not the right path.
Well, interesting.
I can totally
being-
see why Argrath went here.
Yeah. Well, being
Oh.
the only still living, I must say, initiate of the Sun Dragon, I will obviously ask him what that path would be in his mind.
To leave.
That doesn't sound very edifying to me.
Path is the ascension to nothingness. Right? Dragons seek to leave and separate themselves from the mundane world, give up all ties. And when they use their powers and to stay on the mundane world,
if he takes
they're like
Argrath along, then they're still tied together and not really.
he's claiming he can help Argrath ascend.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to ascend. He wants to.
Have you? Yeah, have you asked Argrath? What is Argrath's choice here? Are you making this decision for him? No one can make you do anything.
He says that he is a guardian of a guardian of the mysteries, and he will not let you interfere. Actually, I don't think that the dragon has a gender one way or another, but I'm going to say he. Anyways, it's a giant snake thing. It will not allow you to interfere. Your petty, mundane, irrelevant, grubbing concerns are of no concern to the dragons. This one can ascend.
But isn't that a petty concern too, if Argrath ascends or not?
Here's
Why do you waste your time helping him? I mean, he's just a grub like us. I always said it, but you know.
This one, this one can, this one can ascend. Basically,
I'm not questioning whether he can ascend or not, but I am saying he should not. He is needed here. He is needed to stop the Red Goddess, Orlan, King of the Gods. He who has helped give Argrath his power. He who Argrath has sworn to, has asked us that we need to get him back and remind him of his duty to his people and to what he needs to do. And just as you feel that this person would not, this person needs to stay with you, we're saying we cannot just leave. We have sworn oaths.
the dragon, the dragon says, then you must then you must be destroyed, and it will attack.
What?
Great.
Well, I've killed
went
one
well.
already. Let's make it 2.
You're going to kill a dragon now?
Second dragon.
Technically,
It
it's a
wants
dragon
to be
dragon.
killed, obviously. I think we should cut its head off again so that we get a second head.
That's my.
Then they can talk to each other.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but
They would not feel lonely.
well, that's excellent.
Okay, do we want to do the battle tonight, Jeff, or?
I think we shall, because it could be pretty engaged. I would like to call it here, and next session we'll start right in on a fight. Now, one question I have for everybody is, how's your rune points
2
looking?
left.
good.
And looking good.
Yep.
I'm
3
down a lot.
No, 3 Orlanth, 3 Sun Dragon, and 2 hero points.
I haven't spent any, so. God.
So this would be a good place for a dangerous fight to see if you can free Argrath from this dragon.
Sounds
And a
good.
good place for Garen to redeem himself for that whole awkward
Very
thing.
first time you hung out with Argrath, you screwed it up. So here's your chance, man.
Yeah.
All right. What I would like to do is I'd like to call this to be the stop point, and we will just get together next session with the fight.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.